Over the last few weeks, I've had a lot of deep conversations with traders who are actually very good at what they do. So I'm not talking about beginners, I'm not talking about gamblers, but people who've been in the markets for 3, 4, 5 years. They've studied, they've blown accounts, they've jumped systems, they finally found something simple that works. And on demo, they're consistent. On phase one, they pass. They're finally starting to believe maybe this is it. Maybe this is the year I finally get funded. And then something strange keeps on happening. They get to phase two, they get close to the payout, and the closer they get, the worse they start trading. They rush trades that they would normally skip. They force setups that they know weren't even there in the first place. They revenge trade after one bad loss. And almost every single one of them tells me the exact same thing. Before I took that trade, I already knew it was wrong, but I still took it. And when I hear that, I already know what's going on because this is never about entries. This is about pressure because most of the traders are not just trying to make money, right? They're trying to change their life. They're tired of the job where they pretend to be busy all day. They're tired of feeling behind compared to their friends. They want the freedom. They want the time. They want to build something that's theirs. They're thinking about the next 10 years of their life, about their future family, about not having a boss. And trading feels like the door to that life. So now every trade isn't just a trade anymore. It feels like rent. It feels like a debt. It's proving to themselves that they didn't waste the last 4 years of their life. It's finally being able to say, I made it. And that's where the problem starts because when one trade feels like it has to fix your whole life, we have problems because your brain stops letting you trade properly. You stop executing. You stop following your rules. You stop being the calm version of yourself that passed phase one. And now you become someone who is trading scared, trading rushed, trading emotional. And the crazy part is these are good traders. They have an edge in the markets. They have the data to back it. They have the discipline. They just can't survive the moment when it finally matters. And that's what I want to talk about today in this session because most traders don't blow their accounts when they're losing. They blow them right before their first payout. And I want to explain what pressure really does to your brain. Because when you are far from your goal, your nervous system stays calm. You execute, you follow your rules, you trade like a professional. But when you get close to something meaningful, let's say money, freedom, validation, everything starts to change. Your brain switches from execution mode to survival mode. And that survival mode creates the rush in, the overtrading, the moving stops, closing winners early, revenge trading, forcing trades that are not even there. And this is why you hear traders say all the time, I knew it was wrong, but I took it anyway. And that is not a strategy problem. That is a nervous system problem. Because if you think about it, phase one tests your strategy. Phase two tests who you really are. So in phase one, the account still feels disposable. You think if I blow it, I'll restart tomorrow. It's just another challenge. I'll get another reset. But in phase two, this one feels different because now this is not just a trading account. This is 5 years of learning. This is money that you've borrowed. This is nights that you stayed up studying the charts. This is your family asking, is this trading thing actually going to work? This is you telling yourself, if I pass this, my family changes. Now the money has meaning, right? The payouts have more weight. Every trade feels like it can fix everything. Pay off your debt, quit the job that you hate, prove to yourself that you were not wasting time. And that's where it becomes dangerous because Now you're not trading the market anymore. You're trading your future. You're trading your self-worth. You're trading the fear of staying stuck in the same life for another year, the fear of failing again, the fear of going back to zero, the fear of telling yourself, I'm not cut out for this. And that pressure does something brutal. It turns calm, disciplined traders into emotional gamblers, not because they want to be reckless, but because their nervous system is carrying the weight of their entire life on one trade. And no human being trades well when one trade feels like it has to save them. And the real enemy is not greed, because everyone loves to blame greed. They say, I got greedy. They say, I wanted too much. But greed is not what destroys traders. Pressure is. Because greed shows up when you feel unstoppable. Pressure shows up when you feel fragile. So when you feel behind in life, when you feel like this payout has to fix everything, that pressure starts changing your behavior without you even noticing. Right? You start taking trades you normally skip. You increase risk early than planned. You try to finish the challenge faster than you should. You break rules you follow perfectly for months, not because you suddenly forgot how to trade, but because now you are no longer trading to execute well. You're now trading to escape your situation and the hurry up and get out of the job that you hate, to prove to your family this was not a waste of time, to finally tell yourself, I've made it. And this is why many traders do great when nothing is on the line, then fall apart the moment it becomes serious. So the question is, how do you survive this phase? Well, let me tell you what professionals do differently in this phase. They do not speed up when they get close to the goal. They slow down. When everyone else stays or starts forcing trades, they become more selective. They reduce risk. They trade fewer setups. They care more about protecting the account than finishing the challenge quickly. Because professionals understand something that most traders unfortunately never learn. Getting funded is not the hard part. Staying funded is. And here's the most important difference of all, guys. They do not go through this phase alone. Because when pressure rises, self-discipline collapses. Motivation disappears, emotions take over. So what they do is they add structure. They add accountability. They add external discipline, not because they're weak, but because they're smart enough to know that you cannot rely on willpower when your future is on the line. Structure holds you together when pressure tries to pull you apart. So I guess here's the hard truth, and I'm going to say this very clearly to you, my brother, and to you, my sister. If you can pass phase one, but you keep blowing phase two, you do not need a new strategy. You do not need a better entry. You do not need another indicator. You need a new identity. Because the trade you are right now cannot yet hold the life you are trying to build. Not because you're incapable, because your nervous system, your habits, your self-image are still calibrated for struggle, not stability. Right now, deep down, part of you is more comfortable being the guy or girl who's almost there than actually the guy who actually arrives. So almost there feels safe. Arriving feels dangerous because when you arrive, there is no excuse left. No prop firm to blame, no market to blame, no strategy to hide behind. It's just you. And that is why so many traders subconsciously destroy the account right before the payout. And it's not because they want to lose, but because their identity has not caught up to their opportunity yet. So I want to say this to you guys. Your strategy might be profitable, your execution might be solid, But if your identity still believes you are inconsistent, unlucky, or someone who always messes it up in the end, your behavior will always find a way to prove that belief right. And here's the part that nobody likes to admit. Consistency is not a skill. It is a personality trait. It is who you become when nobody is watching. It is how you respond when pressure shows up. Every profitable trader you admire had to go through this phase. They had to become the version of themselves who could sit in profit without panicking, who could be close to a payout without rushing, who could protect capital instead of trying to finish the race early. And that transformation is uncomfortable because it requires you to let go of the old version of you, the emotional trader, the impatient trader, the trader who needs to win today to feel okay about him or herself, and step into a version of you that is calm, boring, disciplined, predictable. And that version is the one who gets paid. So if you keep failing in phase two, do not ask what setup am I missing? Ask this instead. Who do I need to become to deserve the consistency I say I want? Because until your identity grows, your results will always cap themselves right before the life you're trying to reach. So if you're close to getting funded, close to a payout, or you keep failing right at the finish line, you don't need another setup. You don't need another indicator. You need structure. You need accountability. You need someone who understands exactly what this phase does to your mind. And that's what we built inside NDS. The link is in the description if you're ready to stop doing so alone. No pressure, but it's there. Because finishing this journey is not about talent, guys. It's about who you become under pressure. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and as I always say, continue to trust the process.